Guys, Freddie B here. It is week 6 on the NFL. Freddie B's Pathetic Picks for week 6 on the NFL. Last week, week 5, I went 6-7, my first losing week. Told you these picks were pathetic. Let me tell you my how I do this so that you understand if you're a first time watching me. I know almost nothing about football. I used to love it. I used to be a passionate um, fan of the game. I have a team I really, really like and always will. They're the greatest football team. They even have a song about it. But a couple of years ago, things politically got bad in the NFL, and I wanted to see sports. I didn't want to see people taking a knee. So I kind of gave up on it. But I'm back. I'm back with a passion. And so the NFL Week 6 pathetic picks. Here we go. Last week again, 6-7. Not the greatest week. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. These are not based on the spread or anything. These are just based on who I think is going to win the game. And I guarantee you, I will give you stone cold locks for all of these games. These games will happen unless there is a war where these games are being taken place. So let's go to week 6, first game, Broncos against the Chiefs. So the Broncos suck. Hate to say it, Chiefs are really good. But the Broncos, I think, have given up. Their first 5 weeks have not been good. They don't seem to be building momentum or anything towards getting anywhere. They really need to turn this around. It'd be a great thing if they could turn it around against the Chiefs, but they're not going to turn it around against the Chiefs. They got Kelsey, who is on a super big high. He might be a maybe this weekend. He may have pulled a groin injury. I mean, now he's pulling Taylor Swift. It's very, very possible. But I want you to know, and this goes out to Kayla Nicole, his ex-girlfriend. If you need somebody to take you out to dinner, I'm your guy. Because I don't know. I think I'd go with you over Taylor Swift. But yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to pick the Chiefs tomorrow night in that game. I think probably the world will too. So just be careful on your points and what you take. Then we get to the Ravens and the Titans. You know what I think about the Ravens? Don't like them. Tennessee Titans have a former Miami Dolphin great, Ryan Tannehill. Maybe he wasn't a Dolphin great, or he would have stayed with the team longer. He's a talented guy and everything, and I'm shaking, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to stop shaking the stuff here. Maybe I'll take these off. I don't know. You know, whatever. I guess my should probably. I'm going to do this. Try to get some of that beautiful light out of the way. Maybe put it up like that. You know, they never tell you when you have glasses what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? They just don't tell you. They say, hey, if you got glasses, don't wear. There we go. Okay. Anyway, hopefully that's a little bit better. Don't know. I'm going to turn this down. There we go. And we'll look right at you. Maybe you can see me here. It's not important what you see. Anyway, going to take the Titans there in that game. Redskins against the Falcons. I mean, mediocre teams, maybe. I thought the Redskins would be better. Or for those of you that are woke, the Commanders. They're going into Atlanta. I'm going to take, I'm going to circle. I'm going to take the Falcons in that. Just home field. I don't think the Redskins are doing squat this year. I thought they might, but they're just not proven to be anything. Good riddance, Dan Snyder, though. Glad you're not there. And it's funny because when you bought the team, everybody liked you. But now nobody does. Vikings, Bears are next. These, again, two teams that are mediocre at best. I'm going to say they're even less than mediocre. The Vikings did come off a win. So did the Bears, surprisingly, which I'm amazed. They're 1-4. Maybe they'll get a rally going, and they're at home, so I'm going to take the Bears because they are at home, and they did win last week. So that's kind of cool. Then we're going to go to Cincinnati, where the Bengals are going to be playing the Seattle Seahawks. Again, both of these teams, okay. I'm going to take the Bengals because they got a home field advantage. And I want to get right to the 49ers here, the Cleveland Browns. Now, my buddy Scott's probably going to pick the Browns here and everything. And I'd love to pick the Browns, but they don't have a great quarterback like the former Baker Mayfield. Fuck, it's great. And San Francisco is 5-0. And San Francisco is going to leave there, and they're going to be 6-0 because they're going to beat the Bengals. It's going to be an interesting game, going to be a close game, but the 49ers are going to go back to that hellhole they call San Francisco, be able to wallow in the human feces, as winners. So there you go. So I'm taking the 49ers in that one. Then we got the Saints, speaking of human feces, and the Texans, okay? So the Saints are leaving the familiar urine smell of New Orleans and going over to Houston to take on the Texans, but coming off a win, the Saints are going to win there. Then we get the Colts and the Jaguars. I believe the Jags are finally back after 2 weeks, back from England in the States, okay? Won last week, beat the Bills. Wow, pretty amazing that they beat the Bills. I'll give them that. And because of that, I'm going to give them that home field, beat the Bills momentum, and I'm going to take them over the Colts there. And then the game of games, the best game of the year, the game of the week, the game that you've been waiting for is your Carolina Panthers coming down to the beautiful soft white sand beaches of Miami and South Beach and Joe Robbie Stadium. With the Dolphins, with Tua Tagovailoa, are going to take on the Panthers. They've got Tyreek Hill. He's being clocked over 21 miles an hour. They got Devon Achane, super fast, 21 miles an hour. They got Raheem Mostert. This guy's been clocked at 23 miles an hour with bursts, up over 25. All three of them. These are the fastest guys in the NFL almost. And it reminds me of the great Dan Marino years when Dan Marino had the Marx brothers, Mark Clayton, Mark Dupa, number 81, number 85. Marino, back, pass, throw, touchdown, Dolphins, touchdown, Dolphins. Got to tell you, Tua Tagovailoa sounds like he's like the second coming of Dan Marino lately. He's doing that good a job. I'm going to give the Dolphins a big, big win here against the Carolina Panthers. And there won't be any dabbing going on or anything like that. I don't even know how to do that. Sorry. Okay. Then we got the Patriots and the Raiders. The Patriots, I've obviously proven to the world that they suck. And the Raiders do too. I just don't like them, but I got to take them. They're home. And then we've got a big game for both teams in the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. So, the Lions are coming in. They are doing great. They're 4-1, I believe, against a 4-1 Bucs. The Bucs got home field. Both teams got a lot of momentum. The Bucs coming off a bye week. They should be in pretty good shape. And I'm going to give the Bucs the win there. But that's going to be a really good game. And quite frankly, that might be the game of the day. Because there's a lot of definition with whoever wins that game in terms of leader in their division and whatever, and momentum going forward. So I'm going to take the Buccaneers there. Next, we got the Cardinals and the Rams. Who cares, but I'll take the Rams. Then the Eagles. Unbelievably, the Eagles are great. And with greatness is when you're playing that good and you go in to a terrible New York Jets team, you've got to be super, very careful. Because the Jets will beat greatness. For some reason, they will. I'm not taking the Jets, Jets. I'm taking the Eagles, but I got to tell you, it's going to be a closer game than people think because of that. Because the Jets, they're just giant killers. They are. Who do we got? The Giants and the Bills. The Giants are just a terrible football team. The Bills are a good football team. That was kind of an upset loss, I think, in England over in over in London the other day. So I'm going to take the Bills on a bounce back at home. Hopefully they'll be in a snow. Maybe it'll be snowing or something like that because that's what I like. And then the Cowboys and the Chargers, they are also out in L.A. The Cowboys, boy, Dak Prescott, this guy, everybody, you know what? He's a good quarterback and he's a nice guy. But boy, he's got to do something because that was just terrible. And the Chargers they're okay team. The Cowboys should be going in there as a big favorite and everything. But you know what? I'm going to pick the Chargers, and I normally would never pick the Chargers over that. But that's what I'm going to do. Did I miss anybody? I think I missed the Packers. Or maybe they're off this week. I don't know. Anyway, if Green Bay is playing, they're going to win. So those are my pathetic picks for the week. Thank you so very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you like what you see, just hit a like button. I'd appreciate that. I have more content. It's coming up. I try to keep politics out of football. I'll do that, but sometimes I do throw some politics in there. Um, I think in the biggest game being played right now, I'm going to take Israel on the 3 points. They're going to win big and by several touchdowns, I would think. Anyway, uh, God bless you and everybody in your family. Hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.